It is time now for the WTIM Morning Show. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. I'm your host, Tim Zalabak. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. In studio, we have Shalis Nagel, Executive Director at Kemmerer Village in Assumption. How are you doing today, Shalis?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So good to have you back. Always good to hear about what's going on over at Kemmerer Village. Talk to us about summer. I know you guys get all types of good things going during summer. How did it go?
We had a good summer. So we actually made a lot of forward progress with many adoptions. Wow. And we met the state established benchmark for permanency for a foster care program. We got a really great ranking with the state system for a foster care program. That's based on several statistics, including permanency achievement, visits with kids, visits between siblings, visits with parents. So we're really proud of that.
My goodness, that's the overall goal here of Kemmerer Village. It's taking children in a bad spot and connecting them with loving families like this. What an amazing couple of numbers that you're pointing out right there. Talk to me a little bit about this permanency. I'm sure that's a big one to look at. And can you break down that statistic? What does that exactly mean?
So it's kind of an abstract thought. That's a DCFS language. Sure. So that means kids who come out of foster care and are either returned home or get adopted or go into permanent guardianship. So what it means is it's a forever home. Okay. It means children will no longer be moving between foster homes or experiencing that kind of disruption in their lives.
My goodness, finding forever homes. I love that little line right there. And talk to me just a little bit more about adoption numbers. You're seeing an increase maybe in past summers, or is you got these recognitions from the state? This is also cool.
So we've been able to make some forward progress. Yeah. We've implemented a few extra steps in terms of reaching out to some additional lawyers in the area who've been really helpful in helping us achieve those numbers. It does go through the court process. The courts are very careful to make sure everything has been tried. If a child is going to be adopted, everything has been tried with their biological family, and just to reach out and make sure that things are going to be bright for the kids' future.
Absolutely. The community is going to have a chance to see all that happens and what it looks like at Kemmerer Village upcoming here. You guys got some big events coming up on 110th celebration anniversary over at Kemmerer Village Fall Festival. Break this one down. The when, the where, the why. What do we need to know about this?
So we are celebrating our 110th anniversary. We're really proud of that. We have been in Assumption since 1914. Wow. So that's really great. And on October 19th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., we will have an open house. So all of the community is welcome to come and visit, take a tour, get some information about not only our history on our campus, but all of our programs, volunteer opportunities. And this year we've added a fall festival to the program.
Awesome. Lots of things to be aware of at this fall festival with vendors and then information getting. Let's work with the vendors. Who are you going to have out to this?
Okay, we're going to have 3G's Boutique, cool. Anderson Organic Candles, BU Beads, Be Unique Beads. Sorry about that. Be Unique Beads, cool. Charming Patch Station, Crafts by Judy, Crafty Couple, Crafty Creations, Golden Acres Orchard and Apiary, Heart Hooked Creations, Mama's Custom Creations, Little Bird Baked Goods, and I can say they are amazing. Cool. Norwick, Pampered Chef, Red Aspen, and Two Blessed. Kona Ice will be there with a free ice for all the kids, one each, 10:30 to 12:30. And we'll also have Joni's Express, also delicious, and Wagon Wheel out.
I'm seeing some sort of similarities between some of those vendors right there. You got your crafts and you have your kind of kitchen utensils. I haven't heard of a Pampered Chef in a while. No, they're still kicking out there. That's some cool vendors out there. How'd you go about sourcing these and kind of making them all in one area of expertise like that?
So we're really proud of our association with the Assumption Community Pride Association, and they run farmers markets all summer. Perfect. So we were able to reach out with that link and see if some vendors wanted to stretch their season into the fall. So that was our major link.
That's awesome. Made it pretty easy on you guys to source those. That is really awesome. So back to this fall festival, October 19th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Describe the attendee that you would like to see out to Kemmerer Village. Of course, all community members welcome to this, but what is someone out there looking at Kemmerer Village for a service, just wanting to know what's going on out there? What do you see people taking away from this day?
Well, we will have a volunteer booth. Cool. So someone who's looking for, it can be a short-term volunteer, it can be a program, it can be a group that comes out to create one project, or it can be somebody looking to be a mentor. A lot of our kids that come to Kemmerer Village, I know that we had Jan Trauber, our volunteer coordinator, on another time to this program, but someone who's looking to create a connection with a child who really doesn't have a lot of personal one-on-one connections. So there'll be an opportunity to sign up for any and all of those volunteer opportunities. We'll have a booth for foster care. So anyone interested in considering foster care should come out. We'll have many of our foster care staff there. You can learn about our role in the foster care system. As well, we have 4 dedicated support foster care staff, and their entire role is to support foster care placements to make sure they're optimal for kids and the foster parents.
Amazing. Can you describe and break down kind of a quick pause in our Fall Fest conversation, your role in the foster care system? Of course, finding families to foster children is one of those volunteer options, but at Kemmerer Village, you're housing children that need foster families, and there's kind of in that middle spot.
Well, actually, the children who live on the Kemmerer Village campus are there for treatment.
Okay.
So those children are experiencing particularly difficult times in their lives, and they need the level of structure and support available through a residential program. So we have 2 cottages of boys and 1 cottage of girls, and those are kids who have experienced pretty significant trauma and need, again, that consistent 24-hour-a-week staff to provide trauma-informed treatment. Foster care, we support about 170 kids in the surrounding communities, and we are what's called a purchase of service provider for the Department of Children and Family Services.
Okay.
So we actually serve as the DCFS workers for kids in our own foster homes.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Nice to have that view over it like that. That's really awesome. So back to Fall Festival and the open house. I'm sure one of the marquee events of this will be actually touring the Kemmerer Village itself. In 1914, I'm sure it looked a lot different than in 2024. What new buildings are you going to be able to showcase? And I'm sure renovations have taken place all over the place.
We are. So we'll have our equine facility open. We'll be offering horse rides as well as just 2 presentations. And if you go to our website, kemmerervillage.org, and you click on the Fall Festival, you'll see when those 2 presentations are about how our equine therapy benefits kids struggling with emotional issues. There'll also be tours of the cottages, tours of our school and our recreational facility, our beautiful chapel. We haven't had any buildings in the last 5 years. One momentous occasion was we were required to take down the original orphanage, which was a really hard and sad decision, but we will have the sculpture up, which commemorates the orphanage. It's really great. Local sculpture. Bob Donovan completed that. He has done a lot of veterans memorials, and we're really pleased with the outcome of that project. The final memorial won't be done, but the center pedestal will be done, and certainly we'll have some areas people want to come sit around that area and also see the sculpture.
Wow, really nicely done with the way the entire day is going to be there. From the cottages to the equine therapy, we've talked a little bit about that in the past, but it's just so many opportunities for that. If you just show up to the Fall Festival and there's some chance to ride a horse, do you have to register for that? Do you have to sign up somewhere, or just kind of be in the right place at the right time?
You just have to show up.
Yeah.
You do have to sign a liability waiver,
Okay.
but certainly we'll have the horses there all day. We have a really nice arrangement of horses, so there'll be plenty of opportunity to ride all day.
Awesome. You mentioned some of the housing and the chapel and some of the classrooms. What do the cottages serve? How do those serve the children at Kemmerer Village?
So we have 3 cottages, and each cottage holds between 6 and 8 kids. There are 6 bedrooms in each cottage, so good opportunity for most kids to have their own room, but also some opportunity for kids who wish it, and we think it'll be beneficial to have a roommate.
Wow, those would be pretty cool to see. So all this stuff at the Fall Festival open house over at Kemmerer Village in Assumption, 110th anniversary celebration there. Can you, before we go on break here, with the date, the time, and the place one more time for all this?
So October 19th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and we are just about 3.5 miles south of Assumption on 900 East Road.
Perfect. And your website, people can go to, there's some things you can find on the website.
Right, kemmerervillage.org.
Perfect. We have Shala Snagel on this morning show this morning, Executive Director at Kemmerer Village. You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show, and we will be right back.
Your information station, WTIM.
Could you use some some extra cash in your savings account? Then you need to sign up for the People's Bank and Trust Save by Spending Roundup program. I'm Nicole Maloli from People's Bank and Trust. Simply use your debit card like you always do, and we will round up your purchase to the next dollar. The extra change is then transferred to your savings account. There's never been an easier way to save. Call 888-PBT-1954 today to find out more. People's Bank and Trust, we put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Call me, Casey McClure, at McClure Helberg Insurance for all your insurance needs. 824-2266.
Shop local first.
Think about what a huge impact local shopping has on our local economy when our money stays at home versus shopping via the internet or with the big box stores. Your dollars get turned over several times, benefiting our communities. The Miller Media Group and these local businesses encourage you to shop local first. Davis Family McDonald's, located in Taylorville, Pana, Shelbyville. I'm loving it. These local businesses and the Miller Media Group ask you to shop local first.
Shop local first. All across the area, shop here first.
Hello, Panther fans. This is the voice of the Eastern Illinois University Panthers, Mike Brad, inviting all of our fans in Taylorville, Shelbyville, Effingham, and Eastern Illinois to listen for Panther football on your information station, WTIM, on its many platforms on AM, FM, and online. Hear the Panthers as they compete in the Ohio Valley Conference. Follow the Panthers this season on your information station, WTIM, on AM, FM, and online.
Summer means it's time to be active. Taylorville Care Center can help you be active this summer with their great therapy program that includes medical care and private rooms. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
With over 8 hours a day of agriculture programming weekdays and 2 hours on Saturdays, WTIM, AM, FM, and online is your ag information station. Listen by tuning in on air or online and listen to WTIM Ag Podcasts anytime.
Your information station, WTIM.
You are listening to the WTIM Morning Show, this time with Shalis Nagel, Executive Director at Kemmerer Village. I'm Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. That first half, we talked about the upcoming Fall Fest open house at Kemmerer Village, celebrating 110 years in service. That's October 19th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Let's talk a little bit more family camping opportunities here. Camp Carew, I always love the conversations about Camp Carew. What do you got for us, Shalis?
So on the weekend of October 26th, we are opening up Camp Carew for family camping. So you can go to campcarew.org and check that out, that opportunity. The rates are extremely reasonable. Fall in Southern Illinois, down on Little Grassy Lake. It'll be really amazing. The night should be cool, but the day hopefully will be sunny. If there is rain, we have plenty of large spaces for, indoor time. So we're excited about that.
Awesome. I actually went to that Camp Carew website and looked at some of the opportunities. Yeah, you're not kidding. There's some great deals on there, and the setting is absolutely beautiful. Describe the relationship between Kemmerer Village and Camp Carew. We often have these conversations with the two.
So in 2021, January of 2021, Camp Carew came under the Kemmerer Village programming array. Previously, it had been managed by the Presbytery of Southeastern Illinois. Kemmerer Village, as we've talked about, is a Presbyterian child welfare agency, and we are linked with the Presbytery of Southeastern Illinois and the Presbytery of Great Rivers. So it made sense for Kemmerer Village to assume management of Camp Carew. Clearly part of our mission, serving children and families. Camp Carew offers Christian camping during the main camping season, June, July, and then also is available to rent for groups and families completely the rest of the year. There are cabins that are available with kitchenettes, large dining tables, great spaces to use year round.
Really, really awesome. My family likes the campgrounds with your electrical outputs there, and maybe even a table to eat at. That's all really awesome stuff right there, and it's kind of giving me the vibe of equine therapy and camping. I mean, these are things that will provide solitude and just calmness. Kind of the goal with Camp Karoo.
Absolutely. It's just really beautiful to see, be really in the glory of nature. Little Grassy Lake is beautiful. There's opportunities to fish off a bridge. I know that's really a major picture on the Camp Karoo website. Lots of area to hike in, again, alone or with your family members, and then maybe come back, spend time with your family in the evening.
Absolutely. So these are open now, and you have to go to the Camp Karoo website, but you can. There are spots open now to get registered for that.
Right. There's spots open for the family camping the weekend of October 26th, and also rental opportunities throughout the year.
Awesome. CampKaroo.com. I'm sure you'll find them by searching Camp Karoo. Can you find that? Can you access that through Kemmerer Village? You said you're kind of under the same umbrella there.
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
There is a link on KemmererVillage.org's website.
Awesome. Charlotte Nagel, Executive Director at Kemmerer Village in studio now. You guys are going to be featured out at Chili Fest, I'm hearing.
We are going to have a booth at Chili Fest. We will have brochures, calendars, information about employment. We do still have a couple of employment spaces open in our residential treatment program. There'll be information about our equine services that we were just talking about. We're going to have a giveaway basket, which will have a coupon for a half price camping season at Camp Karoo, and also a free hour equine experience on our campus.
Awesome. Maybe even some info on the foundation at Kemmerer Village?
Absolutely. And we will have information on giving opportunities for Kemmerer Village, which is through the Kemmerer Village Foundation. Kemmerer Village Foundation staff will also be supporting United Way at their booth.
Awesome. What get us clued into Kemmerer Village Foundation as of right now? What have they been working on recently?
So they just finished the Kemmerer Village golf tournament.
Nice.
It was the 21st golf tournament, the 31st golf tournament at Oak Terrace, and went really well. They have 2 flights of golf, and we'll certainly have that every year. We have about, I think, 40 teams who come out and play. So looking forward to hopefully 2 murder mysteries next spring. We really enjoyed that process. And also, of course, they are integral to the planning of the open house activities. Their building will also be open. You can tour the orchard, which is immediately behind the Kemmerer Village Foundation building, and you'll be able to see the foundation offices, meet the foundation staff.
Amazing. What a great turnout for that golf outing. 40 teams, you mentioned. That is awesome. Talk to me about that funding. How is that going to help Kemmerer Village out?
So that funding does go to the Kemmerer Village Foundation. The Kemmerer Village Foundation's sole mission is to support the Kemmerer Village programming. So I sit as a non-voting member on the foundation board of directors, who are all extremely committed to the Kemmerer Village mission. They make decisions based on providing support as needed for the Kemmerer Village mission.
Absolutely. Really, really awesome. Chalice, we got about 2 minutes left here. Any movement or any more conversation we can have on the daycare playground? And we talked a lot about the playground, but the operations with the daycare, we'll talk about it a little bit more in the near future here. But what can you tell us now? So
we're still not allowed to take names, but we welcome your phone calls. We love that people are still interested. We do get several phone calls every week. That's a state guideline that we can't take a wait list. But we are just days away from submitting our official paperwork. So hopefully next time I'm here, I'll have an update. Please keep your eye on the Assumption Community Child Care Facebook page for employment opportunities. As soon as we are allowed to by the state, we will be hiring some teachers aides for the daycare, hopefully opening very soon. And one little tidbit. So the queen was found at the Queen of Hearts last night. The winner wasn't present, so their take home was a little less, but the donation towards the Assumption Community Child Care Center was $3,900. Wow. So that was really great. And we really thank the Naughty Pine for sponsoring that with us.
We've been following that along with you for so long. So happy to hear that Queen was found. $3,900 going to go towards some great things at Kemmerer Village. Any final words for our listeners all about Kemmerer Village, Chalice?
Just come out and visit us. If you've ever been curious, October 19th, it's a great opportunity. You have plenty of access to our grounds and meet lots of our great staff.
Beautiful. Chalice Nagel in studio with us this morning, Executive Director at Kemmerer Village. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better. With Landmark, you've been listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.